Marriage isn't what it used to be. And it never has been. Virtually all societies have recognized the union of two or more people who commit to a family bond we call marriage. Also in most societies, people who have fought hard over the definition of marriage. In Western culture, for millennia, traditional marriage was simple. If two people had sex and just said they were married, they were married. But the church didn't want people to be wed simply because they screwed. So it decreed a wedding had to be announced publicly, occur in a church, and the bride had to give the groom money to take her, known as a dowry. Since dowries usually came from parents, it gave them control over whom their children married. Parents loved this power, and they made it the new tradition. By the 1500s in France and Germany, if you got married and your parents didn't approve, the government could imprison or banish you. But with the Industrial Revolution came new jobs away from home. Men made their own money. They rejected traditional arranged marriages and chose their own spouses. Women just prayed a man with money would choose them. That's because a wife was not legally a person, but her husband's property. In 1765, English Lord William Blackstone codified this standard, declaring, "A man cannot grant anything to his wife, for the grant would be to suppose her separate existence, which is just ridiculous." Courts took this to mean husbands had the right to beat and rape their wives. Even into the 1950s, yes, 1950s, most US states had head and master laws. Husbands had final authority, where to live, if his wife could borrow money, if she could work outside the home. However, as women gained the power to support themselves, a new fight began against this traditional marriage. People wanted to marry for love. Love was destructive to traditional marriage. As ethicist Felix Adler wrote in 1915, "Love depends on free choice, and the free choice can be annulled, and your wife will leave you." But just like before, the old rules of marriage shattered. By the 1960s in the United States, you could marry someone of any race and divorce because you fell out of love. In the 70s, wives finally gained legal independence from husbands, and in the 2000s, you could even marry someone of the same sex. So, as marriage is based more and more on love and gender equality, is this the new traditional marriage? If that's the case, what's the next marriage battle?